Once again, in the world of crypto and blockchain, how are we doing today? DeFi, IoT. Let's talk today about strategies that we use here to actually find a good project that we feel is going to be a good investment going forward. What are some criteria that's needed? Put simply, don't go away. We want to try to explain this in a form, in a way that anybody can explain it and hopefully help you out. Let's talk about it. I want to take a moment and share with you some criteria how you can find a good investment in cryptocurrencies. Now, you can listen to people, you can listen to YouTubers, but you don't want to confide in all your YouTubers. You're going to find certain YouTubers like here, DeFi IoT, that you're going to see that we try to seek out all the information and give it to you. We want you to decide. There's other YouTubers that get paid to promote certain things or projects or even certain type of devices. We don't do that here. Now, I'm not trying to toot our horn. I'm just saying the facts how they are. So what do we do here at DeFi IoT? How do we find what we feel is a good investment? Well, one, I personally spend a lot of time, and my engineers too, a lot of time reading the white papers, and we'll go through that. The white paper is what? White paper is the actual in-depth, if you will, roadmap or somewhat roadmap. What were the ideas come from? Who are the founders or the owners behind this? And in white papers, you're also going to see, where they get their information from. If you go to the end of a white paper and you look at your references, and it's on Wikipedia, then obviously I wouldn't take them too seriously. And I borrowed that piece of advice from Guy on Coin Bureau. Now, I read a white paper. I try to read it thoroughly. Sometimes I jump in, then read the white paper if the price is good, and I can get an idea of what I'm looking at, because I will spend hours a day looking at also other YouTubers. Not only doing my own homework, but looking at YouTubers to see what they see that maybe I didn't see on it, and then try to get a spin. Unfortunately, a lot of YouTubers just go to a website and read the website. Now, we've been guilty of that too, but we try to do our homework before we go on the website so we can give comments. There's been a few that have come out that are just like brand new, and we want to get it out to you just so you can see it's there and you can make a decision on that. But here's how you should make your decision. One, you can go in, first of all, if the coin is new, you're not going to find it anywhere being listed on any exchanges, generally speaking. That is a higher risk. Keep that in mind. But if that you're going to get in new, you also have the opportunity to get in on the front end, like people did with Helium or even did with Planet Watch and other projects before they actually go up, and then level back off and come back down again. So there's also that advantage. And plus, for being new on something like SC Prime or an other new type of Revelfi that are coming out, going in, you get certain bonuses and benefits there also for coming in and being what you call a pioneer or a founder, right? So that has advantages to try to offset some of that risk. Keep in mind, new projects that are not tested are a higher risk. No matter if you have a device in your hand or not, it does not guarantee that that's actually going to work. So here's what we do in brief, short video. Let's take POLKADOT. We think POLKADOT is a good project. Now, here's some things we look at in POLKADOT. First, you're going to go through maybe their white paper in POLKADOT, and you can look at what is their solution. In other words, everything to us needs to have a solution. Because we're involved in investigating the technology, where new technology is coming out, especially in the IoT industries, we really look at, spend a lot of time focused on economics and on politics on a global scale. We also spend a lot of time comparing, okay, if these political agendas are done or these laws are passed, how is that going to affect, what's the cause and effect, or how's it going to affect people in markets, especially decentralized, where we want to maintain a freedom still to be able to make our own choices and decisions, and make sure that we also keep governments at bay where they belong. Okay, not cheat governments, just keep them at bay where they belong. So then when you look at all this and we analyze all these things, we go through and think, okay, this is what we think is going to happen down the road. And that's not a thought or an opinion. That comes based off empirical data. And I've got experience doing that. Being in my positions as an executive and so forth, I have this experience, especially being outside of the United States for 20 years of my life and living a total of 4 different countries, gives me that flexibility. And working with people from other countries here in our team, we have that flexibility to see, hey, how's this going to affect especially the Western Hemisphere? And then we make decisions based on that. That's why if you haven't subscribed yet to our channel, please turn that red subscribe button gray. Give us a thumbs up, give us a like so we can get in the algorithm, and hit the bell so you stay with us and we can keep you informed on what we are doing so you can help, that can help you maybe make decisions yourself. Keep in mind, we're not financial advisors. We do this as professionals, and we also do this as hobby. And we share with you our wins, our losses, and our wins, and what we think is going to happen or could happen. So keeping in mind something that's factual. Let's go. I'm going to look at, first of all, a market cap. What's my market cap on this project? Again, if it's new, you're not going to have a market cap. It'd be hard to find this on any type of a platform, especially coin market cap, etc. Now, there are other areas you can look for newer type of currencies or newer type of projects. But a lot of times you're going to have to go directly to them, like with Revelify, and there's not a lot out there on it. You're just going to have to look at what they're saying and think, okay, does this project actually satisfy a problem now or in the future? And I'll give you an example. What's Revelify do? Well, we know that the metaverse is coming out. You're going to have a lot of data storage and so forth. It's going to be needed. It's going to be this billions of dollar industry. It's going to come out over the next 6 to 8 years or so forth. They're calculating. So in summary, you know that, okay, there's going to be a need then for more data storage, especially secure data storage. Well, how do we secure it? We make it decentralized, like Helium's doing, decentralizing all these different systems of cell service, of internet, etc., right? And that has a logical solution to it. When I talk to people that are coming in and investing with another company we're setting up now, they come in, I explain this, and they go, oh, yeah, well, that makes complete sense. The thing is that it solves a logical solution. Now, we may not know what that problem is now. We may not know what the solution is now. So we got to do our homework. And that's where we can help you out, at least suggesting and planting a seed where you can go do your homework. So again, please hit the subscribe button if you haven't. Now, enough of trying to pump what we can do for you. What are we doing? So short of looking at market cap, I want to be somewhere above that 100 million mark if I want to feel really secure about it, right? I know there's money coming in. They've raised us interest that people think, okay, yeah, this looks like it has a solution for it. We may not even understand the solution yet. But if we look at capital coming in, and that's got capital being injected into it, whether it's VC capital, venture capital coming in, or whether it's other type of fundraisers going on, we can look at that and say, okay, what do we got like here in Polkadot? Well, we got here in 15 billion in capital in market cap for Polkadot. So okay, well, that's a strong project. Okay, now what I'm going to look at now? I'm going to go and look at. You might want to look at what your different supplies are for circulation, etc. I want to look to something that's, I'm going to look at, hey, do I have any GitHub followers? If I have GitHub followers, how much communication is going on? Well, there's not a whole lot of GitHub followers in Polkadot, which really surprised me when I pulled this up to show you. Twitter followers, I got just under 1,200. I got 1,185 people. Actually, more than that, I'm sorry. I've got here 1 million followers in Twitter. So I got a nice Twitter account. Okay, I'm looking at that thing, and okay, I got a good following here. Reddit members, I got almost 40,000, 39,108 Reddit members. And then I can look back in other aspects here, see how much following do I have in this? How much interest is actually this project drawn? So that's going to tell me and be an indicator for me, right? Then you're going to want to go in and you're going to want to find out more on actually what the project is. So you can go and look at their news. You can look at any of their historical data, right? And you can look this up in other areas, not just here. I'm just showing you something on CoinMarketCap right now. It's something simple for you to get into. And here, let's read here. You got more news here. What's it say here? Well, it's talking about news. It's talking about the Russia-Ukraine deal, right? And so you can see that it talks about the sell-off we talked about already, et cetera, et cetera. But as you already saw, people are starting to come back into the market. Now I think you're going to see that over time as well. because there is no other option. Once the new young boy of crypto proves that it is what it is, it's going to be the hope in our new markets, especially with the inflation and the economic crisis that's on the heels that Joe Biden had just recently announced. So then I'm going to look at these aspects. I'm also going to look at here, if you go and see, well, this is composable finance, which is actually got selected to be on a parachain with the Polkadot blockchain. Parachain basically does this. Polkadot, what do we like about Polkadot? One solution has it parachains other projects onto its blockchain. So in other words, what's going to happen is if now Polkadot has a good solution and down the road Polkadot doesn't have that solution, instead of having to fork something in, they already parachained now with other partners and other projects on that same blockchain that makes them flexible to move and adapt to any changes that will come down the road in the world of blockchain and crypto, and even looking at the metaverse for your games. One of the reasons why we like Darwinia, even though it hasn't won an auction yet, we think and hope it does. So if I look at composable finance, what is a composable finance about? I'm going to go in and see what it's about. Now you can look up and you can see in the white paper, it's going to give you much more in depth. You usually have a brief summary, an executive summary. It gives you an overview of it. So if you can see if it calls your attention or not, then you go into depth. You can see who's behind that. Look at their experience, especially if they're showing themselves. They'll go onto a website, possibly, if they have an address, phone numbers, and if in that website too, they have pictures and who they are. That's a good indicator they're not afraid to show their faces. There's projects out there where they don't show their faces. There's a lot of them out there. And I'm going to show you one here at the end too, a project that a lot of people are investing in. We even got into it, but it's high risk and it's not a good investment. And we're going to see how it's going to be affected now with what's taking place in the crypto market, with more hesitation right now, especially in your altcoin areas. People are going to move back into your more predominant coins, such as Ethereum, you got Bitcoin, your stronger coins, your Polygons, your Polkadots, even HNT. I can see it happening. There's others out there like Planets that's going to suffer. Planet Watch has to actually go out and find. They got a good solution, but they have no clients buying into their solution yet. So that's going to be an indicator. Don't want to get involved. How many people actually are buying in? So let's look at this here. Composable finance. Composable parachain is going to be able to run multiple bytecodes together with the same place in order to run smart contracts together in a manner that allows them to communicate and collaborate. As a result, protocols using different smart contract language, i.e. those on different blockchains, especially, will be able to unite via our parachain, facilitating cross-chain asset swaps and other functions. Okay, even if you didn't understand all that, that has a good solution down the road. That's a problem now. For others, like even with Ethereum, they're having some issues that are along this line, not exactly the same, but there's a problem that's now and then down the road can be even worse problem. So what I'm going to look at now, who's invested in this company? I'm going to look at the companies invested here. I can also look at who's partnered up with them, who might be able to, somebody that's going to actually facilitate in this or actually use this or even be able to partner up in different ways of marketing, etc. In marketing, because if they're being paid to do it, that's one thing. If they're doing it because they feel it's a good project, that's another. So these are areas you're going to want to study. Now, it sounds like a lot, but if you just do that brief homework, you're going to have a basic idea of what you can get involved with, what you're getting involved with, and if it has a good solution. That's the key to this. Looks like it has a good solution to a problem now or a future problem. You know then where your investment's going. Is it more of a short term? Is it long term? We like Polkadot. Reason why I like Polkadot is because it's not just short term, they're looking long term. Where I think Ethereum is trying to look long term as well, making short term changes and taking short term risks, going from actually proof of work to just staking, proof of staking. So that is going to be risky for Ethereum. So therefore I'm leery on Ethereum right now, but very bullish on Polkadot. Now that's just what I'm just telling you so you can learn. And basically, that is what you're going to do to choose a good investment. Now, if you want to buy Polkadot and the coin and sit and hold on that, that's a good suggestion. That's a good frame of reference, what we just explained to you. And why do I like them? Because look, all these different companies now trying to get on their parachain to be part of that network going forward to make them more adaptable and flexible. Good solution, yes? Exactly. What's not a good project? Well, even though, and down below, you can get involved if you want to, because they promise to pay 1% a day. Drip Network pays 1% a day, 365% in a year. You put in $1,000 and you just actually compound your interest every day. You come out $36,000 over that at the end of the year, give or take, right? Well, that sounds really good. But what solution does it actually have? Does it have third-party people buying into it, supporting it? What kind of financing does it have behind it? Because it has people who believe in the project, or is people just actually invested in the project to actually make money in the project? Another thing you want to look at on a coin is how much of that coin is owned by the actual developers or the developing team, right? Or the founders. You don't want to get anything that's going to be close, that's going to overtake 51%. You want that decentralized. You want it spread out more. I would say the highest you want to go is you're going to find grouped up between developers and founders who would be maybe pushing the 40% margin. For me, I feel safer around the 35% margin area of that actual cryptocurrency being locked up in an area where they can come together and actually overthrow the actual program that exists, or the smart contract that exists for the actual blockchain. Drip Network is one of those that does not have a solution. It's a definite pyramid program. I'm not going to lie about it. Are we invested in it? Yes, but we know we can lose our money tomorrow. If we don't lose our money and it goes a year, we make $36,000 because we're compounding it every day. If you want to jump in, we got a link below where you can jump in and do it with us. You want to ride out for a while, you can always pull it out whenever you want to. You get paid you get paid interest every day. But I know it doesn't have a good solution. It's just a quick get rich quick money pyramid. The reason we got into it, though, it's been out for a while now, since I think July of last year, even though we got into it thinking, okay, this could be on his backside, because it came out with something new with the animal farm, et cetera. It's injecting more money into it. Though it's gone down a lot when we bought into it a few weeks ago because of what's going on in the world right now, we still think people are going to look for that avenue in the time being. It's a risk. We could lose it all. Once you give that money to Drip Network, that money's gone. You have to confide that they're going to actually do what they say they're going to do and give your money back to you. Remember something, always keep your wallet to yourself. I like to stake only in areas where I can put my coins in my own cold wallet and keep them there while I'm staking. So I have control of my coins. I just commit them to a certain company, and there's certain platforms that are more reliable than others, such as Qcoin. Those are areas how you can get involved or know to get involved. Also, decentralized platforms. See what kind of volume they have. So you know if that wallet, a hot wallet online like Qcoin or whatever, or even if you want to go into Exodus, but Qcoin actually can do staking. It facilitates a lot more on Qcoin that you can do. That's a platform. That's a little bit different. But that still is going to be concerned of if you're going to keep your cryptocurrency someplace safe. Keep your codes, all your passcodes with you always. Never put them on your computer. We got hacked twice already. X Infinity, and they took our passcodes. I guess one time they were put in the computer and they were able to go in it and read that and pick it up. And so here I've had to talk to my different engineers and my different team members not to put anything into a computer that goes online or it has Bluetooth that's connected, especially in printers. Be careful of that too. If your printers is connected to Wi-Fi or Bluetooth, because printers do save everything and a hacker can come in, find your pass keys, your passcodes, and actually get into your wallets and your accounts. So in brief, DeFi IoT Latin America, this is what we're trying to help you understand. What we do as well when we're looking for a good project. Find the solution. If it has a good solution, then it has good potential. If it doesn't, like we're looking at now at Drip Network, know that's high risk. You can make money in it, but it's more short term than long term. And be careful. You got to look at that every day. DeFi IoT Latin America. We'll be back with more tomorrow. We hope you enjoyed this segment of our video with DeFi IoT. Remember, we're not professional advisors. We do this as a business, as a hobby, and we study, we experiment, and we want to share it with you. If you can get some benefit from this, great. What we do is we go out, we purchase with our own money, and we experiment to see what true results are. We want you to be able to share in our experiences so you don't have to lose like we have. If you can win where we've won, fantastic. Remember to do your own research and your own homework. It's very important before you make any decisions. We will see you in our next video.